So the Year 5 Season 2 pre-season design notes has dropped today, and I'm going to be covering everything in that, so let's get into it. First off, coming in Year 5 Season 2, we have the proximity alarm, which is a new secondary gadget. It's sticky, it can be thrown to walls, ceiling and floors, and it's been given to a variety of operators, which I'm going to cover now. These operators are Castle, where his impact grenades have been replaced. Kavira's bulletproof camera has been replaced, Goyo's impact grenades have been replaced, Rook's barbed wires have been replaced, Whammo's barbed wire has been replaced, Tachanka's deployable shield has been replaced, Mira's barbed wire has been replaced, Oryx's bulletproof camera has been replaced, and finally Recruit has now the primary gadget of the proximity alarm. And that about covers it for the proximity alarm. We have a new one here, and it's Alibi Maestro's ACS-12 shotgun has been changed from shells to slugs, which means the damage has increased to 41 from 27, and the distance is set to 18 meters now. That damage drop off of 18 meters is quite a lot, and I can see why they've done this, just because that gun is really not used on any of the operators, Alibi or Maestro, so I feel like this is a good change and it's something that we needed to see. Moving on, we've got a nerf from Zofia and Ella, and this consists of removing the mouse sensitivity modification when you're affected by a Grismot mine and the KS-79 concussion grenades. Now, I can see why they've done this, and it's purely to just reduce frustration, as that's what they've said on the patch notes, and I can completely see why they're doing this. Everyone was getting frustrated with it, and I feel like it's a well needed change. Now, Echo has been changed quite a lot in this patch, where he has had some nerfs and some buffs. So first of all, they've removed his camera roll effect from Echo Sonic Burst, so you'll no longer have that moving camera, so you know you can kind of see a bit better when you've been hit by the Sonic Burst. And the concussion effects now last 10 seconds, and it's not tied to the player's movement, so when you move it doesn't get worse, it just is 10 seconds, and you know, that's how long it lasts. They've also changed the darkness around the screen during the concussion effect, and it's just similar to the other concussion effects, so you can see a little bit better. And they've replaced his blitzer with impact grenades, which I think is not too bad, but Echo's had mainly a nerf to a buff, so yeah, Echo's been toned back just a little bit. Moving on, we have a very good buff that I'm very pleased about, and Finka has had the buff where the increased base HP revived after reviving an ally is to 30 from 5, which means when your teammate goes down and you activate your Finka boost, instead of them getting up with 5 HP, they're now going to get up with 30, and I just think that's amazing, and they should keep going in this direction with Finka, because I really do want her to become the healer of the group, of the attacker side. I feel like this is a very good way of doing it due to a low presence in like the Siege community, so yeah, I like it. Moving on, Kali has had a buff where the P226 Mark V has been replaced with the SPS MG9 SMG, which is Clash's SMG, which I think is very good, because Clash's SMG is amazing. I love it. I think that's a great change for Kali, since though she needs a backup gun. They've also reduced the explosive lance fuse time to 1.5 seconds from 2.5, which is, you know, it's a 1 second difference. Can't see that much change in it, but overall Kali's had a bit of a buff, and yeah, she has, you know, a low presence and a low win delta according to Rainbow Six Siege. I feel like this is a step in the right direction to change that. Now, Cade and Nomad have had a tweak to them where the PRB92 has been added to Nomad's loadout, which is Capitao's pistol, and the LFP586 has been added to Cade's loadout, and that's the GI Gem revolver. People thought that there were a lack of options for Nomad and Cade in terms of secondary weapons, and I feel like just adding these gives you a bit more diversity. Now, I don't know if they're going to be used, but it just gives you that option, so I think that's very good. Now, Oryx has had a well-needed buff where his bulletproof camera's been replaced with a proximity alarm. I think that's great, because he is a bit of a roamer, so that proximity alarm's going to help him if he's roaming a certain part of the map instead of the bulletproof camera. He's also had reduced damage when going through walls, so he used to run through a wall and get hit with 10 HP deduction, but now he has only 5 HP deduction, which I think that's just massive, for one, because if you ran through 3 times through a wall, that's 30 health, but now it's only 15, that's just amazing. I feel like that was well needed. I feel like it could be worked on, because he is such a low presence in the Rainbow Six Siege community at the minute. It's unbelievable, and he's brand new. So I feel like he needs to be worked on a bit more. But they've also added the angle grip to Oryx's MP5, which is just, that's amazing. He definitely needed a better gun option, especially for roaming. So yeah, I feel like that's a very good move by Ubisoft. Now, we all knew this nerf was coming, but Ying has had a Now, we all knew this nerf was coming, and Ying has had a reduced number of Candelas from 4 to 3, and it's already been deployed on PC. I've been playing PC, so I've noticed this change, and it's quite sad, but obviously it's a well-needed nerf, and I think she's perfectly balanced as she's right now. I was playing her today, and I did get quite a few clutches in one game with her, so she's still a bit over the OP side, but she's been pushed back a bit, and I feel like that is a necessary change that Rainbow needed to do. Moving on, we have the last buff of the day, and it is Amaru. And you already know about this, I covered it in my last video, but when you use the Garrow hook, barricades will be broken as Amaru goes through them instead of them breaking when the Garrow hook hits the barricade and then you swing into them. So now it's been changed, so it's on impact, which I think is a very good change, so the defenders don't know when you're actually coming, and you can take the element of surprise. The Garrow hook also breaks hatches now, which is added more vertical play, which I think we needed in Rainbow. She also has a faster recovery when landing, so when she does enter the building, she is able to act more quickly to the defenders who are waiting for her. And I genuinely think this is a really good buff for Amaru, because I definitely thought she was the weakest operator in the game by far, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction for Ubisoft. That bit wraps up with the patch notes. I think it's going to be a very good season, and thanks for watching.